Hi guys, welcome to Soul Yoga UK. My name is Lottie, I am a yoga teacher, and today I wanted to create a sequence for you that will be 10 minutes long, all for your back. So let's get started. So we're going to begin on our backs. So if you take a bend in the knee and then lower yourself down onto the ground and just take a moment to sort of settle. We're going to close down the eyes and just take a few breaths to settle and relax. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. This time taking a nice deep breath in to welcome yourself into this space. And exhaling, letting go of anything that's been going on recently or throughout your day. One more deep breath in. And exhaling fully. Then going to open the eyes, stretch the arms out to the sides. You're going to have palms facing up. Just allow the shoulders to settle down on the ground. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and then as you exhale, draw the navel, the belly button in towards the spine, and then bring the knees up towards the chest. So keeping the feet flexed towards the shins, keeping the ankles and knees together. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to lower the knees and the ankles together off to the right side of the body. Just take a moment to settle there, and it may be that your left shoulder lifts a little bit off the ground. If that's quite high and uncomfortable, you can just pop a little cushion or blanket underneath there. Breathing here now into the left side of the body. And to intensify the stretch, you can take the head off to the left side of the body. And noticing that stretch through kind of mid-upper back area. Taking a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw the navel towards the spine. Return the knees back to center. Take a little shuffle in the shoulders. And then take another deep breath in. Exhaling the knees and the ankles down, this time to the left side. May hear my little doggy snorting and snoring from time to time. She's very chilled out, evidently. This time now, breathing into the right side of the body. And again, if you want to intensify that stretch, this time taking the head to the right side of the body. Just noticing how the stretch now has changed through the back. And hopefully with each exhale, the stretch is getting a little easier as the muscle fibers start to relax a little and elongate. Taking a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, draw the navel towards the spine, return the knees back to center, and then you're going to drop the feet down towards the ground. Pause and just lift up the hips, adjust the shoulders. You can bring the hands in now. You're going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, draw the navel to the spine and the knees towards the chest. So you're going to squeeze the knees in, and then you're going to loosen your grip, maybe taking one hand to each knee. And we're going to create some circles of movement through the hips and the lower back. So the wider you take it, the lower down it will go. Almost the upper kind of glutes. Making sure you take it both ways with those circles. And maybe just experimenting with taking it a little lower and a little closer to the body. Maybe some rocks from side to side. And then bring the knees in closer. And that sort of lifts the hips and the bottom a little off the ground. Now getting to massage out with some rocks from side to side into kind of the mid-back area. So just noticing the difference in this movement. Taking a hand onto each knee, you're going to draw the knees in towards the shoulders or kind of out towards the shoulders. Flex the feet, take their arms inside the knees, and then you're going to grab hold of the feet, the outside edges with your hands. And you may need to lift up a little bit to reach them, that's absolutely fine. We're going to go into a pose called Happy Baby. So again, it's going to be a pose where we move around, rock about, much like a happy baby would. So extend the feet up towards the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you're practicing today. Again, start with some little rocks from side to side. If this is uncomfortable, you can draw the knees back in or the feet back in towards the body. Just experiment and see where that kind of sweet spot is, where you can get a little bit of massaging through the back and a little bit of stretching through the hips, opening out. And some little movements through the back as well. You might want to take some little circles or some bigger rocks from side to side. And I like to smile in this pose because it's called Happy Baby Pose. So I think you should be happy in this pose, much like a baby would be. Find that stillness in the middle. Draw the feet back together in towards the body. Let go of the feet. Take the hands to the outside of the knees and draw the knees back in towards the chest. Then one more squeeze. And then drop the feet down towards the ground. Palms on the ground, you're going to shift onto your left hip, lowering the knees down onto the left side of the body and bringing your right hand to the floor. Take a moment to settle and then press through that palm of the hand, lifting yourself up onto your knees. So from this kneeling position, we're going to reach out through the arms. So you're going to take a breath in, reach the arms up overhead. Breathe out and just pad through the fingers, reaching each side up. And just notice how the stretch changes on each side of the back through the muscles that are each side of the spine. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, lower down. We're going to come onto all fours. So bringing the hands out in front of you. And just checking that your wrists are roughly stacked below your shoulders, your knees roughly below your hips. We're going to do a little bit of cat-cow. So in your cat-cow, it's a bit of mobility through the spine and also goes up into the shoulders a little bit depending on how deep you go into that pose. It's a great one to sink the breath. So starting looking down towards the ground, towards the hands, spread the fingertips out for balance. As you breathe in, you're going to look forwards, dropping the belly, lowering it down, but keeping tone in the belly. As you breathe out, you're going to reverse that. So you're going to take the gaze towards the knees and arch out through the back, pressing through the hands and the knees. Breathing in, looking forwards, lowering the belly. Breathing out, looking looking down towards the knees, arching the back. And you can feel here, pressing out through the hands, you can really stretch out through the shoulders. One more breath in and out. And breathing out. Breathe in, bring it back to that original position, looking down. And as you breathe out, lower the hips down to the heels, extend the arms out in front of you, bring the forehead down towards the ground. You're in your child's pose with extended arms. Take a moment to allow the breath to settle, and then you're going to walk the fingertips away from the body. And just notice how that changes the posture quite a lot through the back. From here, you're going to walk the fingertips over to the right side of the body. Again, noticing how that changes and brings a stretch into the left side of the body through the back. Breathing here. Walking them back to center and taking them off to the left side. And noticing that stretch now through the right side of the back. Walking the hands back, and then walking the hands back towards the body as you bring yourself all the way back up onto your knees. So we'll finish the session with a few breaths together. So find yourself a comfortable seated position. If you want to, you can close the eyes. And then taking a nice deep breath in through the nose into the belly. Breathing fully out through the mouth. More breath in and out. Bring the hands into the heart center, palms together. And then pressing the thumbs to the forehead, bowing slightly. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. I appreciate every one of you. Namaste. And I hope that this session brings you some relief for your back. A really simple little 10-minute session to help bring a little bit more mobility and stretch to your back. Please make sure that if you enjoyed this video, you give it a thumbs up. And that you also subscribe to our channel, Soul Yoga UK, with myself, Lottie, and possibly some little doggies too.